Hello and welcome to the University of Portsmouth. We're in the Eldon building just off of Winston Churchill Avenue.
Yes, that's right. It's an educational special today celebrating all things international students with our guests Pranav and Eddie. And I've heard there's food involved, so I'm excited. So let's get on with This Is Portsmouth. Hello and welcome to This Is Portsmouth. Hi Nan, I'm Michael, a student at the University of Portsmouth, joined by fellow student Harvey.
Yeah, and hi Michael's Nan. We've just said today's episode will celebrate international students with 670,000 of them in the UK. That's a lot to celebrate. And what a journey they've been on.
Absolutely. Imagine travelling thousands of miles from your friends and family and finding yourself in a city that doesn't speak your home language, while facing higher education curriculum as well. I couldn't do it.
That's a lot on, and I still live at home. We'll be hearing from Jacob, who will be telling us his personal story of being an international student and how he used sports to become a part of a community.
As well as that, we'll be joined by Pranav here in the studio, who will tell us his experience of being an international student. Then we'll be joined by our world food fanatic Eddie, who will have a few international dishes for us to try.
And to close the show, we have an extraordinary performance from Jack Foz. I can't wait for that.
But first, talking about travelling miles, how about 9,000 of them?
It's too many for me. That's exactly what our good friend Jacob Oscombe did when he left Australia and landed here in the UK. Let's take a look at his story from Perth to Portsmouth.
The first week I got here, it was quite nerve-wracking in a sense of not knowing anyone. I'm in a different country. I'm lucky enough we have a very, very similar culture, but at the same time I'm on the other side of the world, so I don't have my family and my support network just to fall back on if I need. Like, I'm on my own. I didn't feel like I had a place or a purpose, that I belonged anywhere. And the first few times that I did meet everyone, it was about trying to find where I fitted in just the university in general. Myself and my family, we were very, very close in Australia and spent a lot of time together, so leaving them was naturally quite difficult. And the same goes with my friends. Leaving them was quite difficult because I would spend basically after Friday work, I would go out and just muck around with my mates as you do. And so leaving all them and missing out on all the important things coming up in their lives was naturally disappointing. My brother, my dad and I used to play cricket in the hallway, and the first time I sort of came across the cricket club here at University of Portsmouth was coincidentally I was just at the Freshers Fair and I walked past their tent and I got into a conversation with a few of the committee members, and pretty quickly they realised I was Australian. Pretty much as soon as I found out that they were there, I was pretty sold on joining. Like, I never felt out of place, even though it was with a bunch of essentially strangers who have now turned into really, really good friends. Bucks was great in terms of community. It was fun, and you had not only the 6 players that were playing, you had the 14 people that were on the bus, and you had the whole club who wasn't there. They were all sending you text messages before your games, and it was just good. It was good fun, and they all supported me knowing that I had never played a game for the club, and I didn't get special treatment necessarily for being an Australian coming over, but at the same time, I felt like I was as supported as the bottom person on the list as I was to the top person on the list, and it made me, and I'm sure it made all the other first years and even beyond that, feel like we're one club and we are one team.
Right, we spent a lot of time to get here, boys, come on. We've worked hard.
Particularly my family, knowing that I have been able to fit in here very easily because of cricket and because of sport in general. I think it takes a lot of the worry off their backs as well, because they know I am enjoying my time over here and I'm not stressed out, I'm not nervous, and that I am really enjoying my time, because that's basically what my family and my friends wanted me to come over here to do, to enjoy myself.
That was great. I have so much admiration for him.
Was that meant to be in Australia?
That was Australian,
oh, okay,
yeah.
Right, okay. Well, it was amazing. And to carry on the conversation about international students further, we have Pranav joining us in the studio. In the studio? In the studio.
Studio.
In the studio. They all sound the same.
He's sat here.
He is here in
Yep.
the studio, and he's a student. Anyway, he's from Singapore, and can you just tell us what it was like coming over from Singapore and coming to Portsmouth for the first time?
First of all, it will be so hard for you to convince your parents coming here for the first time. They will be skeptical, but yeah, you gotta like be confident, prove them wrong.
You knew what you were doing. You
Yeah.
wanted this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's the mentality you want, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Any regrets?
No,
No.
not at all.
No, it's too good to be true, mate.
Exactly.
What would you do to encourage other students? Would you tell them to do this, like
I would
go internationally?
encourage other students to pursue this, and it will be a great way for them to learn more about different cultures, different backgrounds, and it will improve their English.
Yeah.
Because
I
English
guess with the whole culture thing, I
Yeah.
guess the food culture is something
Yeah.
we'll be coming
Yeah,
up to.
we're
won't
coming
we?
up to that later.
Yeah.
So what food do you miss from Singapore?
has to be definitely hands down curry puffs.
I've never heard of
Never
them.
heard of
Never
it.
heard of them before.
Yeah.
Tell us more. What are these curry puffs?
So it's like a curry puff with it's like we have different type of curry puffs. So we have chicken, beef, and so on and so forth. For me, personally, it's a Malay type of dish.
Okay.
And I do enjoy it
Yeah.
more than
I think we'll have to
yeah.
have a look for those.
Definitely,
That
I
sounds
think we will.
interesting.
And just very quickly, finally, what is one thing you think you'll be taking back with you to Singapore after you've graduated?
Maybe a packet of crisps or something. What is it?
as a souvenir.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something little.
I think degree is more than enough.
Yeah, there we go.
The
Then.
degree is more
The
than
degree
enough.
is great.
Well, that is great, Pranav. Thank you so much for coming in to speak to us today. We wish you the best of luck
Thank
in
you.
the rest of your studies. And for more information on international students, visit the university website for everything that you need to know.
They got rid of the email address.
It's later on.
All right. Our next item continues along the theme of international students and how their bravery and how they tackle learning and new experiences.
I think
I tripped up, but I carried on.
It's all right, we're getting there. Work placements are optional for university students, whether they're undergraduates or postgraduates, and to take a workplace is a serious commitment. Our following clip focuses on international students that have risen to the challenge.
My name is Ruben Batalha. I'm originally from Portugal, Portuguese parents, and I study creative media technologies.
My name is Thomas. I study film production at the University of Portsmouth, and I'm from Watford.
My name is Elizabeth Ajayi, and I was born in Italy, and I study architecture at the University of Portsmouth.
So I work for Avanti West Coast. They run train services across the West Coast main line. What I do specifically, I work within the direct retailing team. So basically the whole team itself takes charge of ticket vending machines, the website and the mobile app that we have on both Android and iOS.
So I work in the US sales team. I work in the editing side, so I work with the video content expert who kind of oversees what I edit in a day.
Creative Careers gave me a lot of support. You know, looking at my CV, giving me advice. Creative Careers really like guides you They sort of give you suggestions of how you can improve your CV and your cover letter as well.
The Creative Careers Department supported me throughout this placement finding process. I work for the House of Commons, and specifically I work within the project delivery team. My role as a student project leader involves assisting my team with procuring bits of software that they may need, collating presentations, which has been really exciting.
It gives you the time to understand what you really want with a career, and having this like extra year or this extra time can definitely either cement passions that you already have for a certain part of your studies.
A lot of my tutors and lecturers helped me in terms of, you know, my CV, and not only that, but motivation. The placement application process can be quite lengthy, and when you start getting some rejections, because it is a really competitive market, they help you with motivation and they push you to keep going, and they really just help you push through.
At first it's quite a jump because you're a bit of a stranger, but myself, I really enjoyed it. I like travelling. It felt quite natural, something I was more excited to come.
I'm 100% satisfied that I've gone onto a placement year, as it has met all of my expectations. I've been able to prepare myself for the last year of my degree, while also collecting so many useful experiences that I would have never had if I didn't go on to placement.
There's so many benefits to doing a placement. It builds your confidence, it builds your skills, it builds your knowledge on what you want to do, and it helps you sort of discover yourself.
Well done to those students for completing their placements. And if you'd like to know more, contact, here comes our email address.
There it is.
creative-careers@port.ac.uk for more details.
You got it right, well done. There we go. Now, food is such a huge part of people's culture, and it's often seen to be a home comfort. So over in the corner, our world food specialist, connoisseur, is preparing a few international snacks for us to try. How's it going over there, Eddie?
Oh, it's going very well, gentlemen. Now, today, we're stuck in Portsmouth, but my palate is going to travel the world. Now, as you can see here, I've gotten a few snacks for you to try, and we're going to test your cuisine knowledge and try and have you figure out where they're from, and then use your geographical knowledge to point them along the map.
Okay. The eating, I'm sure I won't have a problem with, but the geography, that might be a little bit tricky.
But it makes it fun. Now,
right,
if you try this one on the left here, that is a cannelle bulla.
Good smell. Right, I'm going to try to eat this quick.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what are you guys feeling about this? It's quite cinnamony, really sweet.
I was going to say figgy, but it's not.
It's very cinnamon. It's quite nice, like cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Cinnamon rolls, cinnamon swirl even.
Now, where do you guys think this originates from?
It's a mystery to me. I'm going to say Romania, though.
Oh.
I'm going to say, let's go for Poland.
Poland, both of you very close, still in Europe, but it's actually in Sweden.
Very close, very close.
And it is eaten on Kanelbullensdag. Also, it's the cinnamon roll day in Sweden.
Well, there we go. I think we need that here in the UK.
Yeah. Is that the... No, it is
Sweden.
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 I wouldn't have known the fact.
There we go.
Now, for your next one, we have baklava.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's quite common.
They all look a bit different.
I'm going to take a smaller bite this time.
Oh, nervous?
Oh.
What do you guys think about it?
I'm very crumbly.
Yeah?
I don't like it. I don't like it. No, but
let's try and identify at least. Where do you guys think this comes from?
Oh, clueless. I'm going Germany though.
And I'm going to go to France.
Oh, it's still, yes, again, we are in Europe, but it's actually from Albania.
Oh my gosh, Albania.
Just in the corner over here. I love the Albanian food.
And this last one here, these look?
Now, these are Kimberley biscuits.
Let's go for that. Right, a bit of marshmallow going on.
What do you guys feel about a Kimberley biscuit?
I recognise these. I'm going to go straight away. I'm going to go to Ireland.
Ireland, lovely decision.
Kimberley, I'm just going to say Sweden again.
Sweden. Wow, you have got it bang on
There
the
we go.
money with
There we go.
Ireland. Well done, my friend.
Well, I won just in the nick of time
I need
there.
to stop eating
So
this.
Eddie, thank you so much for coming in today
Thank
and
you.
bringing in these delicious snacks for us to try.
They're good.
A huge thank you to Pranav and Jacob for sharing their stories, and to everyone watching at home, but that is almost all we have time for today.
Before we finish, we have time to sit back and enjoy an amazing performance from Jack Foz.
Got a bit in your mouth still.
I'm still trying to swallow it. And be sure to join us next week for the final episode of This Is Portsmouth this year. But until then,
Goodbye.
The ocean swells inside my head. It sees through all the cracks and